Hello, beautiful friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Spiritual Wellness. I know I jumped on a little early because I want to cleanse the space while we have the camera active. I guess that's very important. So grab your beverage. I'm going to do some pre-shuffling of the decks that I'm going to use and just wait for you all to join in. If we've got some viewers coming in, and then so just give me some time. You can just relax and maybe clear your energy, do some breath work, just kind of get yourself centered, shake off any kind of residual stress or frustration through the day so that you can just relax and enjoy. It's going to be a beautiful time together, so I'm really looking forward to this. All right, cleanse the decks. Plus, I wanted to troubleshoot and make sure everything was going along okay because, I had some technical difficulties last week and kind of a little worried about that sometimes when I turn on all this equipment that something's not going to work. So, welcome in if you are starting to join in. So, put this up here. Good. All right. Let's do some shuffling. See if I can get some meditation music going. Hello, we're just doing some prep work. Just wanted to make sure everything was working, and I'm just cleansing the space with the camera on. That makes a difference to me. So when we have the virtual space, I need to cleanse that space too before we get started. So I've already done that. I'm going to do some pre-shuffling. So grab your beverage, do some breath work as we get ready for this live video. If you are joined in, tell me what energies you're experiencing. I mean, is it kind of crazy, or are you just kind of the detached observer and just watching the crazy? Or are you just kind of feeling a little discombobulated, little not feeling frustration, but it's just kind of like I need a little bit more ease in the energy. So tell me what you're experiencing. Are you having, and let me know if you can hear me. If somebody's watching, if you could just let me know if I'm talking loud enough. Hello. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to have to pull my computer closer here so I can see. All right. Let me shuffle the tarot decks. Anybody have anything that they're kind of feeling, sensing, stuff coming up in the energies, that inner knowing, that intuitive sense, anything you're picking up on? It's been quite a day. All right. right, I'm going to just cleanse one more time. Awesome. All righty, are we there? Just about 6:55. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the astrology. Let's see if I can pull this down a little more. There we go. Perfect. Yay, much better. All right. Let's just talk about kind of the waning energies of today and the astrology. This is going to kind of be the energies that you're experiencing, but it is definitely influenced by your natal chart. So you may want to check out the placements of the things we're going to talk about. And I'm not an astrologer. This is just what I've learned to kind of take notes on to kind of help me navigate the energies. So I figured it'd be helpful to you too. So we're going to talk about, I did a reading today that I posted about the astrology of today and kind of how that was a feeling. If you got an unexpected communication, let me know, because I sure did, like multiple unexpected communications today. It was a very interesting day, extremely interesting. But as we are heading into this last quarter moon in Cancer tonight, it says take a breather. So I'm hoping you're taking a breather with me. This is a relaxing evening. So take some deep breaths, shake off any stress or frustration or any kind of worry. Close your eyes and just get centered, because the readings are just so much more. You just get so much more out of the readings when you're not fighting with your the combobulation of energies. So if you can kind of clear a little bit of that, it would be helpful. But this is the last quarter moon in Cancer, and then we're going to go into tomorrow. So we're going to start to feel the filtration of these energies as we're doing this reading. So tomorrow, the Mercury is going to oppose Neptune, and so you may feel a little foggy. Maybe a morning where you feel very active and you want to get started on things. You want to be really focused, but it's really hard because you start to get a little foggy. And there's a little less clarity. There may be some distractions because it's just going to be really hard in the morning to focus. So it might be, that cup of coffee that you need to kind of kickstart yourself to get into that energy where you can really align your focus and intention. It can also be about spirituality. It could be about creativity. It's kind of a dreamy, imaginative. Now, what came to me when I was thinking about this astrology was that if you're having some imaginative daydreams, please jot them down, because you're really pulling that Neptunian energy in, and it might be something that your subconscious is trying to bring to your awareness that you may want to manifest. So it's great to kind of just jot down what it is that you're daydreaming or imagining. So like I said, you may feel a little foggy. It may be there may be less detail. It's just going to be hard to really get that laser focus on some of the things that you're thinking about, trying to accomplish. That will wane during the day. But I do want to bring it up because it's going to be a little bit of, you're going to have the need to feel active and engaged, but there's going to be kind of a sporadic attempt as you deal with this energy. But then that'll kind of even out as the day progresses. Okay, so the moon is also going to trine Saturn, and Mercury will trine Pluto. So now I've been talking about over the last several readings the thing about truth. And somebody left a comment on the twin flame reading that I posted today. Yeah, there have been a lot of lies and deception across the board, because that's how the manipulation has been manifested. So just lies, deception, treachery, ill intentions. There's a lot of that, not necessarily specific to your divine counterpart. If you have a lower vibration of divine counterpart who is struggling to elevate their vibration, and they really feel the frustration and they're in kind of that devil energy, that toxicity still, they really have to choose to evolve out of that. But there's lies and deceptions across the whole spectrum. But I think now in the last few readings, and I know it's me, not just me, but other readers are still saying, there is a truth. There is a truth that is coming to the surface, and it is going to shift the whole scope, the whole paradigm, the whole belief system. And one of the things that, one of the things that I've noticed that's been consistent in the readings is you're going to have to be willing to see that truth for what it is. Even though it may not, and I think it came as an out of the box truth, it's definitely not what you expected, but there is a truth that's kind of bubbling up, that's been hidden beneath all of those lies, those deceptions, those manipulations. But there is an inherent truth there. And it's a truth that I really feel like when we resonate with it, we can all agree on it. It may not be as detailed of a truth that we can really ferret out the minutia and say, yeah, I agree with that point or that point. But I think the generalized truth is going to be something, and that's the feeling I'm getting. And it's like, wait for it, because you're going to feel the truth. And then it's like, okay, now I can really embrace it. Let me see if I can get some comments here. It is possible. Oh, when will I get my job check? Okay. Let me see. Sorry. Move this a little closer. When you get your job, is it possible within 2025? Date of birth, 7 July 30th, 1999. Okay. Hi, welcome. And hi, new subscriber. Thank you. I love all of my subscribers. You guys make it real for me. It's meaningful. So, and hi, I'm so glad to be here. Oh, thank you. Hey, Victor. Hi. How are you? And let's see. Current feelings and intentions towards me, please, and thank you. Okay, well, let's get into the readings now. I want to talk about hey, we have a question about, am I going to get a new job sometime in? So you are Leo. I'm Leo, sun and moon. Okay, let's see. Let's just pull some oracle cards and get the general energies, and then we're going to get some guidance. Health. That is definitely one of the main features of this time with this Virgo energy, kind of transitioning into the Libra energy. Was definitely about health. And I know that has been significant for me. So, okay. So basically, if you are having any kind of significant health issue, if there's something that's just kind of problematic, or you want to improve your health, it's a really good time to focus on that. So kind of keep that in mind as you're developing some new routines. You want to make sure you're focusing on enhancing that health. This is a vessel, and the more clear this vessel is, the more it's a conduit. And when you have a clear conduit channel, it's so much easier to get the guidance, to hear your intuition, to hear that inner self. All right, let's see. Let me pull a couple of oracle cards just for the reading, and then I'm going to get to your questions. Ascended Masters. Definitely feeling like that conversation was all about your Ascended Masters trying to help guide you through some of this. I'm going to have to move this back down so you guys can see a little better. Okay. And I feel like right now, between now and this eclipse that's coming up next weekend, it's the new moon eclipse in, we have a new moon, I believe it's a solar eclipse. I think it's on the 2nd, but that is definitely in the Libra energy. Okay, and action, yeah. Okay, so be active about your health. We'll pull from those in a little bit, but I really feel like there's a conduit energy coming through about receiving good guidance and really kind of being open to that truth, because a lot of that truth is going to come from be connected to your higher self through the Ascended Masters, trying to, and what they're saying is punctuate. They're trying to punctuate this truth. And so in order to really be able to vibrate with that truth, to get into that frequency of that truth, it's helpful if you have a very clear vessel, a clear channel, a clear conduit. And that means, detoxing, making sure you're hydrated, focusing on, clean food eating, exercising to help stimulate your metabolism and clear out some of the funky stuff. Okay. Let's get into the tarot and I'll get some questions for you. All right, let's start with the journey. And let's see. Okay, when will I get my job? All right, this one is for you. And give me a second. Gayati? Is that it? Did I pronounce that right? So will you get your dream job? Let's see. I hope so. It's a good job. Okay. Let's see. What's in store for you? Okay, 5 of Swords. Ace of Wands. There's that action card, taking right action. So basically, this isn't going to land in your lap. It's something you're going to have to pursue. There'll probably be an opportunity that comes toward you, and you're just going to have to kind of go out. It's almost like I'm getting a Fool energy. You're probably going to have to take a little bit of a leap of faith. 6 of Swords. Okay, one of the caveats on this is that you don't want to sabotage yourself. So I'm just getting an energy of making sure your social media is, and I don't want to say not controversial, but it needs to be kind of peaceful and neutral. Because it feels like that maybe your social media, maybe some posts you made on Twitter a long time ago could possibly derail you or sabotage. Also, make sure that you're being very honest and clear. And you can manifest this by being in that vibration, but it feels like there's something. Is there self-doubt here? Is that what is 3 of Swords? Got a lot of swords energy. So is there some self-doubt that, do you feel that you're genuinely worthy, that you are confident that this is, and I just got a message through that feels like there might be some emotional stress with the change. Make sure you know what it is exactly you want. And I'm getting this clarity of manifest clearly. Manifest clearly. It feels though that there's been some sort of disruption in the past. I mean, we got swords. And the 5 of Swords generally is my self-sabotage. It's, but in this deck, they're holding the sword, and the point of the sword is be clear and make sure that you know exactly what it is you want, and allow that vibration to kind of settle and resonate with you. But I want to find out what's this 3 of Swords. And there's something about a new emotional experience, or maybe a little bit of angst or anxiety about changing. There's the Seven of Cups. There's definitely reiterating. Make sure you're clear that you know what you want. Air signs move rather quickly. So let me see timing. Seven of Wands. Nine of Cups. And the Empress. I really, truly feel like this is a good sign that good things are coming for you. But the caveats are, you need to make sure that you are accurate in what it is you want in this new job. What opportunity do you want? And if there is an opportunity that may not be exactly what you want, but you can see where there's a connection to it, can get you there, it feels like then you need to take that action. You got two aces, which to me is a new beginning. I think this is going to be emotionally fulfilling to you, but what can really sabotage you here is not having the clarity, having just kind of too broad of a idea of what it is you truly want, and not being able to get into the vibration, either from a past rejection or not feeling the worthiness, or let's just say you're like, well, I may not be as qualified as some other candidates, so I don't know if I'm really going to be applicable. But it feels as though there's definitely the energy of, it's time to step into yourself, step into your power, step into believing in yourself. And I think that when you do that, you're going to get into that resonance and get into that vibration. Does that help? Okay, let's see. Current feelings toward me, please, and thank you. Okay, so current feelings and intentions towards me. All right, so that is from, is it Chris? I'm sorry, I can't read the names. The print is so small. Let me see if I can enlarge this. I don't know if I can. I'm not good at that, and I don't want to mess it up. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy I can do lives now too, Victoria. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and thank you for my new grandbaby. Yeah. Yes, the grandchild was born. And yes, everything went well. So thank you. Grandson number 4 came into the world peacefully, healthy. Mom and baby are home and doing fine. I'm going to leave these over here. I'm noticing the 17 card. That's that wish. That's a star card energy, but there's also chariot energy, and it's action. So if you have a wish that you want, you are going to have to align your actions so that can, and I'm hearing the word gracefully, come into your vibration. Okay, so feelings and intentions toward me, and collective twin flame reading was so, thank you. I had to watch it. Yeah, interesting conversation with my twin today. One of those communications just kind of came out of the blue. And actually, we had a very productive and very settling conversation. Very, very healing. All right, so I'm back to intentions, feelings and intentions toward you. And you're welcome. Okay, so this is from, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Is it Kieran? Is it K-I-R-A-N? Sorry. All right, I'm using the Lover's Oracle. Let's find out. Well, definitely we have a soulmate. I'm not going to take all these. I'm going to put these back. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe in this and you will manifest physically. I'll pull some tarot on it too, but I wanted to get. So do you feel like this person is your soulmate? A soulmate. Now, twin flames are soulmates. There is a big difference between a soulmate and a twin flame. And for me, I feel like I am basically an expert on that because I've been married to my soulmate for 31 years next month. And I have a twin flame divine counterpart. And it's been a very interesting journey navigating that. So, but I know there are a lot of us that are in that situation. So let's see, we're back to messages and intentions. This deck does not want to talk to me today. But I'm confused if he is my twin flame or soulmate. Oh yeah, well that is confusing. And I can tell you that the main difference between your twin flame and soulmate, your twin flame is going to make you feel turbulent. It's going to make you feel absolutely having to, it's very triggering, I guess, is the best way I could say it. Thank you for that like. A soulmate is kind of the word my guides are using is a smooth operator, but not in a malicious kind of way, not like a player, but it's just kind of a smoother energy. Soulmates can be supportive. You can have karmic soulmates that are lessons teachers, but if you're dealing with a true like settled soulmate, somebody that you are that is part of your soul family and you feel like you kind of belong together, that's a soulmate, but it's belong together in a comforting way. Twin flames, it is like a deep, deep longing that you just feel this energy to be pulled toward them every second, every breath you take, every minute that you breathe, that you exist, you feel this powerful connection that disrupts your energy. And it's not smooth. It is turbulent. And I don't know if it's ever smooth. I see a lot of people that are claiming to be twin flames that are actually soulmates. They just feel the intensity of the connection and they think that defines a twin flame. Your twin flame is going to trigger your spiritual awakening and they are going to trigger things in you that are not going to be comfortable. You're going to be in a lot of pain. Yeah. Let's take these three. Okay. So manifesting miracles. Oh, this might be for somebody too. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. That might be bleeding over into that first reading. There's a friendship. And then here's the message for you. I'm thinking of you at this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. All right. So the way that came out, how hard it was to get that card out, tells me that this is difficult for your counterpart to say, or your twin flame, if it's a twin flame, or the soulmate. It's difficult for them to say. They're holding back. It's not comfortable for them. So let's pull some tarot on it. Three of Pentacles. That's an alliance card. It's a partnership card. It can also mean that they're in another kind of relationship, even if they're in just the last vestiges of it, it still is influencing. We have the Five of Wands. So there's 10 of Swords, Queen of Cups. I feel like that's you. The Queen of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles. Okay, well, there's the threesome. Sorry, you got 3 court cards here and you got a 3 of Pentacles. So not indicting anybody. I'm just saying, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to still be in a relationship with somebody, but if they come out of the relationship with this Ten of Swords here, there still could be some conflicting feelings. And they also are still under kind of the influence of the vestiges of that connection that they had. That it's closed out, but the karma hasn't settled yet. The lessons haven't been fully integrated. So this person may still be under some of that transitionary energy. Does that make sense? Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, thank you. Okay, welcome. For those of you new to the channel, I'm gonna have to get better glasses. Sorry, guys. Is it Susie? Thank you. Can you please make a reading for my family? I want to know if we will finally migrate in 2024 or early 2025. Okay. And then I don't understand, is he interested in me or someone else? No, I think he's definitely interested in you. I'll get to your reading, Susie. Is it Kieran? I do think he's definitely interested in you. There is a potential that he has a connection with somebody else that's kind of ending, because we saw that Ten of Swords. But there's still, you know how you just don't turn off your feelings like that. There's still kind of that entanglement. I think they're ready to kind of move on. That's the energy I'm getting. But there's still some sort of, it's kind of like, let's just say he's moved out. And then there's like this, well, I still got to go get my stuff. I still, we still got to divide the bills. We got to come up with who's paying what. Who's taking the dog? It's those kind of things that still need to be finalized. And there's still some emotional feelings with that. So I hope that helps. All right, let's see. So let's move on and answer Susie's question. I'm going to have to get better glasses. I am farsighted, but with my glasses, I'm nearsighted. Thank you to all the people who are new to my channel. Thank you so much. It really does help. But I'll be honest, my intention was never to be one of, I'm not here for, well, I hate to say I'm not here for my ego. I'm here because it's part of my mission. And I don't care if I remember I started this channel with one subscriber and that was me. And so everything's been organic. Ooh, the moon. All right, so I'm working on the question, is their family I'm just going to say move. We're seeing the Five of Wands a lot tonight. Are you feeling like some sort of contradictory energy in the overall energy? It's the Three of Pentacles again. How many people are in your family? I think if you do, it's going to be a combined effort. This moon card is interesting, and I'll explain it in just a second. Six of Cups. The overall energies for this reading, the overall reading since I started the live, is there is some sort of action and movement. And if I can tell you, does that not look like a Chariot card? So I definitely get that. But let me show you this. Look at this moon card. It almost looks like a portal going through this portal and coming out to a better place, because we have the Six of Cups to me, which is, that could be, sixes to me are equilibrium. And there is some sort of energy with this Ace of Swords. I'm feeling a timing energy. Here's the Lover's card. There's some sort of exchange. And then the Ten of Cups. Let's get a timing. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is usually a sudden type of action. It's almost spontaneous. It's like, here's the opportunity, we're taking it. So just based on the energy I'm getting, I'm saying yes, but I don't know it's going to be within your time frame, because there's something that's kind of creating a bit of a disruption in the ease of this coming into fruition. Seven of Swords, Six of Swords. Yeah, see, that Seven of Swords is the disruption. The Six of Swords is the ease. And then, the Chariot. There you go. There's going to be something that seems to impede your process. And then once that levels out, then yes, then you're going to get that movement. Then you're going to get that Chariot. It's going to be liberating. You're going to be liberated from the impediment. So it just feels like there's going to be a happy ending here, but it's going to be frustrating because it's just going to be like, one more thing I need to accomplish, one more thing I need to do, one more, red tape thing that has to be overcome. Does that help? Okay. And is he interested in me, or is he in a relationship with somebody else? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Welcome. Warm greetings. Question. Please, can you go look into my work and money for October? Freelance filmmaker. Oh, awesome. Okay, yes. Work and money. Work and money for October. I'm going to change tarot decks, give this one a bit of a rest. I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot. This has some chakra cards in it. I'm not going to pull them out, but if they come up, it's just something necessary. Okay, work and money for October for my friend. And is it Catherine? Okay. Awareness. There's the Magician card. It's definitely something that you're going to manifest. And when you're talking about the Magician, a couple of things are coming through right now. So, my guides are active tonight. So as you're working with the Magician energies, it's the balance of the four elements. So there's going to be the thought, the action, the passion, and then the reality, the manifestation, and the physical. So make sure all of those elements are balanced. And also the awareness of what it is you truly want to do. I'm just getting the image from my guides that there's like this spark, this ingenious idea, this kind of creative, maybe it's just something that you download or you dream about or you imagine, but it feels like there's this big aha, wow, that's a great creative idea. I need to build on that. That to me feels like the catalyst for this. And then that's going to influence what happens. So again, like I said at the very beginning of this live, if you are imagining or if you are, daydreaming tomorrow in that energy, this Wednesday Neptunian energy, write it down. It may be something that fleshes out as the rest of the month kind of ends before this eclipse. And then it might be that eclipse energy kind of catalysts catalyzes that spark into something that really takes off. That's what I'm getting so far. Okay, so it comes out in the challenge position. Foundation and achievements. Foundation and achievements in the challenge position. So that is, let's see. Okay. Third eye chakra. Kind of expected that. And if your third eye chakra is also helping in this awareness. I'm just getting an energy of something holding you back. What is it? Suffering in silence. That's the 9 of Swords. Oh, 2 9s. Material harvest. Well, there's some good news, but what's the suffering about? There's an anxiety here. What's the anxiety about? I'm hearing that it's a challenge for this foundation and achievements. It's like breaking through to the recognition. Oh, there's the new beginnings. Okay. So you have the Magician card and the Fool card. This is a risk. It's an opportunity. It's a risk. And there's some anxiety because it's there. It feels like not quite sure if I really want to make this leap, if I want to really take this risk. And I think that's what's holding you back. But the outcome is you get this material harvest. So I feel like there's the potential for this to really work out well. You got 2 major arcana at the very beginning. So this is going to be something new. And I'm hearing the word dynamic. So, I don't get the sense that it's going to be easy. And I feel like I'm not getting a lot of pentacle energy here, like, the 8 of Pentacles, which is like hard work and diligence. But I did get the 8 of Cups, and it's emotional withdrawal in this deck. Firm foundation. Okay. We do have the 9 of Pentacles and this firm foundation, which is the 4 of Pentacles. That could be the 4 of Pentacles to me is kind of that fear of that might be holding you back. But you have 2 4s here, which are going to be stability, but one's in the challenge position. Both of them are foundational cards, but one, the foundation and achievement, is going to come when you have a firm foundation and a belief in yourself that you can do this. Put aside the anxiety and just follow your knowing. That's what I'm getting. Okay, let's see. Does my twin flame have a message for me? I can absolutely see if he has a message for you. Want me to pull from the Lover's card, the Lover's deck, and see if there's a specific message, and then I'll pull some tarot. So this is for Victoria. Okay, and then let's see. They want me to cleanse this. Okay. They said there was some residual energy from the last reading. Okay. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. And I think that he wishes that for you. I mean, I think we've had enough conversation about it that I think in his heart of hearts, he truly wishes for you to have everything you deserve and to be happy. But I also feel that he feels inadequate, that he's unable to give that to you. And I think we know the reasons. I think he wishes you well, and he wants you to be happy and have all that he doesn't feel he can give you. Does that make sense? That's the energy I'm getting through, but let's see what else. Okay, here's your message, Victoria. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually, we are always united, for love transcends space and time, and nothing is missing. Time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. But you have two elements of time here. So I really feel like I can definitely feel the push energy, but I feel like this is the crux of where it kind of stands as far as him not feeling like he can give you the opportunities, the comfort, and all the things that he feels you deserve and that he feels you truly, truly are entitled to. And I think that is what holds that all back. That feels in alignment. All right, let's pull a couple of tarot cards on it. I did see the light. That's the Sun card. So there is, some light there. That's also divine masculine energy. Let's see what else. 3 cards. The Shadow. In this deck, the Shadow, it's actually the Moon card. And it really looks as though in this deck, there are 2 selves. The self that is light and that divine self, and then the other self that I feel like is, and I'm going to use the word trapped, and I feel like there's a few trappings that disable him. Well, there's an answer. Passion ignited. And that's a Wands. So a lot of sexual energy, but there's the obstacles and challenges. There are so many obstacles that there's I'm getting an energy of inferiority and a lack. Like there's just not the opportunity for him to be able to give you what you deserve, what he feels you deserve, and that he feels inadequate. Now, let me say that instead of inadequate. Let's pull 2 more. That's the root chakra, the base chakra. To me, that's all about just the fundamental needs of security. I don't think he feels he can provide that for you. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles, but it says positive movement forward. I think there's a lot of work that you both invest in as far as working on yourselves. And I think he works really hard. And I feel like he feels that he's not going to be able to provide that financial outlook for you. Does that make sense? Okay, let me get to a couple. Let's see. This is super helpful. Good. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Catherine. I appreciate that. Please do my reading. Okay. Let me see. Is he interested in me, or is he in a relation with someone else? Okay. Is he interested in you, or is he interested in someone else? Is he interested in me? Okay, I can pull that one. Is he interested in you, or is he interested in somebody else? Let's see. Prosperity begins. Ace of Pentacles. I'm not getting anything else. I'm not interested. I'm not getting that there's another interest. I'm getting that he's preoccupied, trying to seek some sort of balance or justice or divorce. Love begins. And let's see. There's something that he's experiencing right now that he's preoccupied with. It could be earning money, gaining some financial stability. It could be a divorce, because we're going through, we've got the justice card. That's usually something legal or bringing justice to something. We have conflict and defeat. Maybe he's come out of a bad relationship. It could be just the vestiges of that bad relationship. Could be something that, it's just kind of that angst that I'm not really ready to jump into something else. But this situation is still under transformation. It's still under construction in the new paradigm. So whatever it is, I think it's just more of there's a kind of a holding back energy more so than a disinterest energy. And I think he channels that through, focusing on, gaining some money. Maybe if he's had a financial setback because of this divorce, it's like, I got to refocus on, getting my savings up, paying off debt, things like that. That's what I'm getting. But you've got this love begins card, and I feel like the energy is directed toward you, but there are still some things that are unresolved yet that are really kind of keeping his interest from flowing. Does that make sense? Deception and envy. That is, I think this is what's happened. I'm just going to call it like the energies are coming through. I feel like he was in a prior relationship with somebody who was very manipulative, very deceptive, and very jealous, very insecure, very controlling, possibly narcissistic. And that's why there's this kind of energy of, I'm not quite sure I'm ready to get back into something. So I'm kind of rebuilding the stability part, but do I think there's an interest? Absolutely. But I do think that there are two really powerful major arcanas here that are like, I'm still allowing some of the vestiges of those. There's a toxic trait here that feels as though, you got the two swords cards here are conflict and defeat and deception and envy. So it feels like, yeah. I don't think any of that's directed at you. I'm not feeling that at all. I'm definitely feeling that there was an old relationship, possibly a marriage, and the dissolution of that has created a deficit. Okay? Let's see. Does that help? Let's get back to, yes, it does resonate. Good. I have some sort of sixth sense, strong intuition, or is it just me? I have countless experiences, and I would like to know. So, Susie, okay. Through your cards, if I have some sort of sixth. Okay, let's use this deck, the psychic deck. That seems appropriate. Do you have some sort of sixth sense or really powerful intuition? I'm going to say right now, yes. If you're having experiences Absolutely. Thank you all for all the likes. I appreciate that. Are you having psychic experiences? Are you just feeling something and then all of a sudden it comes through? Are you manifesting things like you think of something and then all of a sudden it shows up? Or are there events? Are you seeing visions? Heartache and loss. That's 3 of Swords. I don't understand that. The throat chakra. Let me pull some more cards because this is interesting. You're getting chakra cards, the base chakra and the throat chakra. Very similar experiences. Okay. It's interesting. I feel like you're pretty cosmically aligned. If you go back to the very beginning of this live, I talked a lot about the health. And I talked about being a clear channel and making sure that you keep your vessel. Your vessel is a conduit. It is like an antenna. And if you are having psychic experiences, spiritual experiences, then make sure you keep your conduit clear. That means stay hydrated. Water is a conductor and it conducts energy. So you got to stay hydrated. Also make sure you detox, saltwater baths, and also eat clean, because it feels like, and I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but I'm almost to the point where I can't eat heavy foods anymore. And I'm a sauce kind of girl. I like my sauces, but I'm getting to the point where it's just kind of light and clean. I'm not eating big meals anymore. It's like snacks, some crackers and cheese, very little meat. And I'm a carnivore. I mean, I love to cook. I love food. And I love all food. But now it's almost like I don't need as much food as I used to. It's really kind of, oh my. Okay, so yeah, all right. So let's just talk about the major arcana real quick. The major arcana is ascension and spiritual connection through the alchemical process. The major arcana are the alchemical process. And I've got to do that video on twin flames because twin flames are an alchemical process. So when you get the 20 and 21 card, then you have gone through a lot of that alchemical process. And so now you're starting to experience these things because you have done some healing, some cleansing, some energy work. And that's why you're having some psychic experiences, some energy, kind of like, I mean, it could be clairvoyance. It could be just being really in tune and just knowing things, which is really an amazing energy to be in. And then we have this 2. Let me make sure I get this right. It's like 2 of Pentacles. And the 2 of Pentacles to me is you want to create balance because you're struggling. 2 of Pentacles is like something's off kilter, so you're struggling and juggling. But once you get everything into balance, you're in alignment. And when you're in alignment, you're the conduit. So, all right, guys, I got to get a little bit more. Cheers. Okay, so did that help? Meditation is going to help too. And are you in contact with your guides? If you haven't really established like that personal connection with your guides, when you meditate or you're right in that before your sleep and almost that dream state, then you want to reach out and just ask your guides to make themselves known. My guardian angel's name is Josephine, and boy, does she get a workout with me. But all you have to do is ask. Remember, they cannot interfere with your free will. So in order to receive information, you have to ask for it. Okay, so where are we? Can you please check if my boyfriend is loyal to me? Okay, Desi, I will do that. Is your boyfriend loyal to you? I'm going to switch decks real quick. I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot. Is he loyal to you? Remember, this is a reading. So, you know, if some information comes out, you know, respond, don't react. Because I'm just reading energy. I cannot predict free will. All right. Is your boyfriend loyal to you? So that's the caveat. There's the Hanged Man. Five of Wands. Is there some fighting going on? A little bit of conflict. Have you guys had an argument about it? Page of Pentacles. Is this a new relationship? Let's see. I don't get the Three of Swords, and I'm not getting the Seven of Swords, which are good indicators. There's the Five of Swords. Okay, so here's what I'm getting. I'm getting either you or your boyfriend are kind of conflicted and confused and maybe suffering a little bit of challenge. When I see this card, I see somebody listening to a whole lot of chatter that's not their higher self. And they could be, you know, hearing things about other people, checking out social media. And it's just, to me, it's setting themselves up for, you know, self-sabotage. My Five of Swords card is usually self-sabotage, but it's self-sabotage by not listening to themselves and maybe listening to other people. So I feel like they're being influenced by somebody else's opinion. And I mean, I don't know if that necessarily means that they're stepping out on you, but we've got two fives here. Something needs to change. And with the Hanged Man, it's about doing what's right and seeing things, you know, making a choice. What's going to be the best choice? But we got a 3 card, which is a 12, which is a 3, and 2 5s. So there's a catalyst energy and a change. So there might be something in your relationship that instigates some sort of a change. And I feel like most of the energy is on here's the Star. This can be healed. This is something, but be careful what you wish for. I'm getting that from my guides very strongly. Be careful what you wish for, because, and there's the Knight of Wands. Okay, so there's a couple of things here that are coming through. I feel like he really wants to do the right thing, but I think he's being influenced by possibly a group of friends, his peers, some coworkers or something. And I feel like he just acts out of spontaneity and really doesn't think about everything clearly. Maybe, you know, he's out with some friends, you know, and they keep saying, hey, you know, maybe have you thought about doing, you know, going out with this person or whatever. And I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just getting this energy that they want to have a lot of fun. They want to be out. They want to have a good time. But I feel like they're influenced by some of this chatter from these other people. And it feels as though it's creating some sort of a conflict. They really want to do the right thing. And it's kind of like the peer pressure. And that's what I'm getting, peer pressure, some sort of peer pressure here. But I'm not getting the devil energy, so I'm not feeling like they're influenced by addiction or anything like that, where they would really make a huge mistake. But I'm getting for you, just be careful what you wish for. I mean, there's the Hermit. That's Virgo energy. Be an earth sign. Three of Pentacles. I'm just going to say, I'm not getting the energy that they have been disloyal yet. But I do feel like there's some peer pressure from somebody or from social media or something. And I feel like they're just kind of still, I'm getting an immature energy, sorry. And I feel like there is this energy of almost like losing face in front of their peer group if they don't, act the player part. Does that make sense? So no, I don't think so yet, but I think there's some pressure from somewhere. Okay. And it resonates 100%. Please check feelings of... Okay, I can't read it. Please check feelings of masculine for me. Is that what M stands for? You're welcome. Very similar experience. Okay. So much with struggle, drink water. So we'll definitely get more serious on this. Good, good. I think you will definitely feel good about that. Okay, hold on just a second. M is, he is my boy. Okay. So your boyfriend. So feelings of love for your boyfriend. How's he? What you're asking me is, how does your boyfriend have feelings of love for you? Is that what you want? Oh, good. Thank you. Like I said, I'm gonna have to get some stronger glasses because the text is white and it's very hard for me to see. Might have to change it so that I change the color of the background. Let's get some messages. It's the Lover's Oracle. Oh my gosh. It's been about an hour, huh? Gosh, this has been fun. All right, we'll take those. Just going to try and shuffle again because this deck has not been the most easy to work with tonight. It feels like there's a lot of resistance from the love messages. And it's funny because this is such a communicative time. Okay. Okay, first of all, I get this one, Twin Flames. Your passion ignites. Now, we've seen passion ignite on these readings quite a bit. All right, balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Surrender and give thanks for the blessings of love. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Okay, we've seen that one already. At times, we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. That doesn't seem very specific. The Twin Flame card comes up. Let's see if I can pull some tarot. Also, just as a reminder, we have this Ascended Masters card here. I know that if you connected with this live and there is guidance for you, and it's helpful to be able to kind of reach out and embrace that. Let's see. And we have the Ace of Swords. There's some clarity. like a new clarity. So I'm not getting a whole lot of cups. I'm getting the Eight of Swords in reverse. A lot of thinking about you. Definitely a lot of thinking about you. What I'm not getting is a lot of real heavy love energy. Let's see what comes through. I'd like to see the Three of Cups. The Seven of Swords. All swords energy. But that's thoughts. Those are, you know, thinking energies, not necessarily feeling energies. So is he thinking a lot about you? Yes. Are the feelings there? Not necessarily deep yet. So let him think about you. Yeah, Knight of Wands again. Still feel like this guy's kind of pretty much about fun. Is this somebody that you're like specifically trying to manifest? Okay. And then let's see. This is, we'll be able to get a decent, into a decent college next year, post-graduation. Okay, so this is blessed. All right, let's find out. Will you get into a decent college? Let's find out. So blessed, this one's for you. Will you get into a decent college? Congratulations on your impending graduation. Queen of Swords. I feel like you're going to have, let me move this down so you can see the cards. And right off the bat, what I got was there might be some choices. Here's Four of Cups. So on the energy here, you have the Queen of Swords, very decisive. You know, this is what I want. I know exactly where I want to go. And then it may be you get some offers from some places that you don't really, you're not really considering at this time. You're not really interested in. So let's find out if there's the King of Cups. Attachment and expectation might be what kind of stand in your way here. It's the Death card, transformation, rebirth. Might be that, okay, so the message that I'm getting, oh my gosh, the Emperor. I truly feel like you're going to have some good choices. You're going to get some offers that you're not really interested in, but you may need to give them consideration. What I'm getting overall is that you have a specific idea of where you want to go. This is, you know, it's this or nothing kind of thing. But I feel like there's some other opportunities that you don't seem so interested in, but they might actually work out well. So what I'm saying is consider everything carefully. You know, I feel like you're going to make the decision that is best for you, but it may not be what you originally thought. And I'm just kind of getting that. So maybe there's this detachment energy of maybe not so attached to this one specific college, but maybe something comes across as an offer and you say, you know, I really hadn't considered that. I don't think that's what I really want, but I'm going to look into it, maybe do a campus visit, you know, talk to some alumni who have been there. Just because I really feel like that you're going to make the decision that is best for you, and it's really going to be what is best for you. But I don't think it's what you're originally thinking. Does that help? Okay. Oh, good. Can you check being with my boyfriend right now for me? Can you also check being with my boyfriend right for me? Oh, okay. So is this the fella that you want to know if he's right for you? I'm going to tell you right now, I'm getting the sense that the answer is no. And I'm just, you know me, if you've been on my channel any great length of time, I do not sugarcoat. My job, my obligation to my guides, to work with my guides, is to bring the messages through as they intend them. Because this is guidance for you. It's not for me to distort the truth and tell you what you want to hear. I'm not getting the sense, and I got that sense in the reading, that this isn't the fella for you, but let's find out. The Fool. Ten of Swords. I'm going to show you these cards in just a second, so just bear with me. Yeah, Page of Swords. Okay, so look at these 3 cards. This is all about a feminine not being attached to something that's not in her highest and greatest good. And I feel like maybe you're spending a little time on the social media, keeping track of somebody. That's attachment. And so what I'm getting is, you know, is if this is a kind of a casual relationship and it's just something that you're not really serious about, then okay. But if you feel like things are you're getting a little bit more serious and you just know that I don't think he's going to feel the same way about me, then detach. Do I get the sense that this is the, you know, the forever and ever kind of relationship that you're in right now? No. I feel like there were too many questions and there's too many other influences for somebody to be able to make that kind of determination. So, but even during those cards, I was just like, no, I don't get the sense that that's the long term for you. I think there's something better for you. And I think what's most important is that you know your worth. I mean, seriously, know your worth. And, you know, if you feel like this is just, he's not taking it as seriously as you, then maybe it's time to pull back. Okay, does that make sense? Okay. That's good. Oh, I'm glad you found my channel too. Thank you. Can you please check if my son's health issue will see an improvement or complete healing soon? I hope so. We were talking about that. If you just joined in, there was, and thank you, by the way, for all you guys that are taking the time to hit that like button. I appreciate it. We did talk about health being a focus of the energy. And so when I post this, if you can go back and rewatch the beginning of this live, we did talk about health. In fact, I'm just going to say it. This was one of the oracle cards that came up. And it says, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So let's see if there's going to be an improvement. I sure hope so. I'll be sending healing energy. Okay, I'm getting a 10 of Swords. So there's an ending of some sort. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a painful ending, but there is an ending of some sort. Let's find out if this is an ending of illness. Okay, we're hoping so. Everybody send good energy. There's the Hierophant. That's earth energy, Taurus. There's 2 of Cups. And Strength. This one's hard. The energy that I'm feeling right now is there's hope. Hmm. I'm really trying to process this. There's something about, I mean, if you look at the Hierophant card, this person is definitely happy. But there's another energy here that is pulling me in a different direction. It feels as though there's like some research, maybe looking at other options. And what's coming through from my guides is that there's a potential new treatment. And I'm going off of, I have no idea what your son is struggling with, but there is like an ending to something, and it feels like it's through like, and I'm hearing the word innovative. But it's new. It's not got lots of history behind it. So almost experimental. Does that make sense? But there's definitely the love. This being surrounded by love is helping heal him. Let's see. This is important, so we need to know. We definitely have the Six of Pentacles. That's equilibrium. Things are balancing out. So it's like maybe there's a new treatment that comes in, or some sort of experimental treatment that kind of balances things out. And there's a Fool. So there's like this fresh new energy coming in. So what I'm getting from the overall reading here is there's a bit of a struggle, and but it's like through some innovative either technology or treatment or experimental treatment or a new drug that comes out. I don't know that this is going to happen immediately, but I feel there's a newness about it. And it kind of brings balance to the health. I don't know that I'm going to say the restore. I'm going to say brings balance to the health and gives like some new energy, new life coming in, some new like a surge. There's like a surge of energy coming in, but it's going to be through some sort of experimental treatment. So make sure that you research things very, very carefully, like new medications, new treatment options, any kind of testing trials. Research it thoroughly, though, before you jump into that, okay? That's what I got. Okay. What qualities will your future husband have? That's interesting. Let's find out. I think I'm going to pull some oracle cards on that. Let's do the soul's journey. And then the energy oracle. Let's find out. I'm going to wind this up soon, folks, because I got to go let my doggies in, and also my chickens are out. I need to go shut up their coops. Acceptance. Okay, so this one says, I realize I don't need to know all the answers. Surrender. Okay, so the 3 oracle cards, we got an answer to that, which aren't direct. So there's an indirect meaning here, which means there's a message that is not directly related to your question, but it's important for you to hear anyway. There is something about acceptance, surrender, and doubt. Surrender is I release my need to control. And this acceptance is I'm going to accept. And what the message I got when I saw this card was, there's going to be, you're not going to find a person that has every single quality that you're looking for. There's going to be a give and take here. So let's just say They're a wonderful partner. They're, considerate, loving, kind, but they snore. So, some people would find that unacceptable, but you're going to have to kind of say there's a give and take here. I'm not going to have a person just totally checks every box for me. There are going to be some things that I'm going to need to be able to accept that I'm maybe not so pleased about. Maybe they like to fish, and that's just something I'm not gonna go fish. And so that's something you're like, well, we can't do that together because they like to fish and I don't. So keep that in mind, that there's some acceptance. This is not the deck I wanted. So there's a reason. There's something about travel. They may like to travel. Let's pull from the energy oracle. I had the quantum oracle. So maybe you like to travel. They may like to travel. So that's a good indication. Ooh, they're going to be romantic. They're going to have this character and fortitude of strength. Could be a Leo. They're going to be patient. Sounds pretty good. But remember, there's going to be something about them that you're going to find like it's not going to be a deal breaker. But it's almost like that's just going to be hard for me to deal with. And then we have a woman holding a coin. So what I'm getting from that card is you may be more the person in charge of the finances. There might be some need for open communication with finances. I don't think they're going to be as strong in financial decisions as maybe you are, or maybe there needs to be some communication. It's almost like they like to spend money. Kind of flamboyantly. That's what I'm getting. That's the thing here you may find unacceptable, is you feel like they maybe buy frivolous things, or then we have this door to spirit. Maybe they're spiritually aligned. I don't know. That one's interesting. There's a very peaceful energy from that. So, and then rest and rejuvenation. And look at the masculine figure there. So I feel like this person is going to be somebody that does have some sort of spiritual belief system. Okay? Does that help? Okay, let's see, where are we? Thank you so much. I truly appreciate how thorough you are in your reading. Oh, thank you. I appreciate this is just I love doing readings. I love being able to bring messages through to people, because I know when I went through my twin flame experience, it was tarot readers that helped me to understand it, because there wasn't a lot of information out there. And so again, if you guys hit that like button, I really would appreciate it. It was the tarot readers that helped explain everything to me. And then, when you're going through the twin flame process, you watch tarot readings all the time, trying to get information about your twin. But as you go through the journey, you get less and less worried about what's going on with your twin, and more worried about how you're growing and developing and coming into your power and coming into your authenticity. So then you get to a point where you watch tarot readings so that you kind of get a heads up about what's going on in my, what's coming in, so I can kind of prepare myself a little. And so then you use it more as a empowering tool to help you navigate energies. And that's what I try and bring to the table here, is that I'm trying to help people navigate the energies, because It just leads to a more robust and pleasant experience in life when you're not, blindsided by stuff all the time. You are studying finance and accounting. Well, I got that one right. So that's going to be the issue in that with your future husband. They're going to be less powerful in money making decisions and strategies than you are. And so they may, be impulsive shoppers or, like grandiose impulsive buyers that, they want all these big things. And you're like, well, wait a minute. So I feel like that in your future marriage, you're going to be the person making most of the financial decisions, but not in a controlling way, more in a let's make sure we're making smart fiscal financial strategy decisions so that, we have financial well-being, because that's really a part of health and well-being is your financial well-being. Okay. Thank you, Lisa. Oh, you're welcome. I'm looking forward to your Twin Flame series. Yeah, I got to get on. I don't know if if you watch the reading today, I did a whole thing on Twin Flame alchemy, the alchemical process of twin flames. And it was a great talk. And for some reason, my audio just absolutely, in fact, I had to call my son, my tech support. And I was like, what the heck is going on? And it was something with my Steam Deck. The whole Steam Deck had to be reactivated. And so what happened was it wasn't interfacing with my audio. And I didn't change anything. There was no computer shutdown, nothing. And so I just take that as a message from Spirit that when I presented that information, it wasn't ready for consumption. So now I'm going to go back and redo it. But fortunately, I have the notes. I take copious notes. So I'm going to be able to reshoot that. But yeah, the Twin Flame series is much needed. I also need to do a whole series on manifestation. I think it's so important that, we get great perspectives on the Twin Flame journey and how to manifest in our physical world, because it's great. Who doesn't love manifesting what they want? And it's just so much fun. And when you get it down and you can just manifest what you're looking for, it's like, wow, this is amazing. Okay. What is the difference between twin flame and soulmate? Good question. And this is confused. There is much confusion in the twin flame community about this. And a lot of twin flames are not twin flames. They present themselves as twin flames, but they're actually soulmates. Now, I did address this in the beginning of this live, so I'll post it and you can go back and look, but I'm going to readdress it because it is so important. For my back history, I've been married to my soulmate for 31 years. I met my twin flame in 2000. Well, that's not true. I met my twin flame years and years and years ago, but, there's an age gap. He was 16 when I met him. He was my little brother's best friend. And so I didn't even live here. And so when I first met him, he was just this kid that, was kind of hung out at our house all the time. But I was never here enough to really get to know him. It wasn't until I moved here and I think I met him in 2018. He kind of re-entered my life. Had no idea what twin flames were. Nothing. But, oh boy, did my life shift. I was not a tarot reader. I did not even know tarot at all. None, zero. Never had watched a tarot reading before in my whole life. And so I met my twin, and then I realized the difference between soulmate and twin flames. Soulmates, you can have a karmic soulmate, or you can have one of those supportive kind of soulmates that are here to support you and encourage your growth. And they're smooth. Just smooth, like a good bourbon. It's just smooth. There's not that deep, intense triggering. Now, if you have a karmic soulmate, that's somebody that's going to teach you a lesson. There's a karmic pattern to either your inner child wounding or a pattern that you've gotten into based on a belief system. And that karmic is there to help shake you out of that, to, kind of confront you with it by some sort of agitation. But it's not triggering, it's agitation. That's a karmic soulmate, is when you feel agitation. You're growing, you're learning lessons, you're becoming more autonomous, but the purpose of that karmic soulmate is to break you out of that karmic cycle by teaching you a lesson. And your other soulmate, like the kind that you want to be married to, is the one that's just like, oh yeah, so you do tarot readings now. Well, that's great. Didn't know that about you, but yeah, what can I do to support you? That's a soulmate. There's a comfort. It's like a very comfortable pair of jammies. You're snuggled up into that relationship. It's a snuggle feeling. Sure, there can be some arguments and conflicts, but it's not really abrasive. Twin flames are deeply soul level triggering. They are transformative, but they are turbulent. And they have milestone phases of development. And I'll do the series on that. So just hit the subscribe button so that you get notification when I post those. But it's going to explain the whole process of twin flames and what is the mission, and, the whole, how to encapsulate it into something that you can understand and get your head around, because that was not available when I woke up to the twin flame journey. And now that I look back over my journey with my twin, and we're at this point of peace and supportiveness again. It was a long time getting there, and I have never heard, like, the separation phase in a twin flame feels like that person is being carved out of your soul, literally. Like there's a surgical procedure without anesthesia where somebody's carving that twin out of your soul. That's when I knew I was facing something way different that I had never experienced before. And I am a well-experienced woman and well-educated woman. I have a PhD. I'm not, kind of a, jump in with both feet kind of girl. But the twin flame journey hit me like nothing ever in my entire life. Am I grateful? Yes. Was it comfortable? No, it sucked. But watch for that series, because I really feel like this is some misconceptions and misinformation. And if you watch the Netflix series on twin flames, that was heartbreaking to me, because those people are exploiting. And as a twin flame, you should not be exploited, because it's hard enough. You have a job to do. You have a mission to accomplish. And I'll talk about that. But, the thing you have to watch out for with twin flames is people telling you what you want to hear to keep you hinging on your hope, so that you keep either tuning in, giving money, and being activated in their, and I don't want to say manipulation, but in some cases manipulation of the twin flame understanding to keep you captivated because they're getting something from you. If somebody's getting something from you and telling you what you want to hear, that's a red flag. Step away. Okay. I went off the deep end there. Okay. And let's see. Sounds like the reading you did for me once a long time ago. Yeah, my twin flame energy disabled your audio. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I don't think it's happened really much since then. And twin flame can be a karmic soulmate. Yeah, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that twin flames can be a karmic, because it's totally different. A karmic soulmate, once that lesson is learned, you move on. You don't move on from a twin flame. Is there some sort of karmic lesson you learn? Yes. But it doesn't end a karmic cycle. A karmic soulmate is somebody that's going to take you through lessons to give closure to a karmic cycle so that you can ascend. A twin flame is your ascension partner. You don't ever get that closure from them, ever. It's just not possible. You're not going to just, now, do you have to be with your twin? No. Can you leave your twin behind in your physical relationship? Absolutely. But when you are finished with a lesson that a karmic soulmate kind of teaches you, it brings closure to the emotions, to the feeling, to the relationship. And it's almost like you're just, okay, I can detach from this and I can walk away. But with a twin, you never really can detach. You will always feel that presence within you, no matter what you do, every breath you take. You're never going to feel that sense of closure, ever. And you'll never feel like it ended. You'll feel like you stopped, but it never ended. Does that make sense? Okay, twin flame can be, okay, got it. Yeah, good. I'm glad, because it's hard. And I, when I realized I was a twin flame, I mean, there was nothing. There was nothing. There was no literature. There was nothing. And then it blew up. I mean, then everybody was a twin flame coach. Everybody, these twin flame coaches taught more twin flame coaches. And then everybody started their own kind of twin flame coaching program. But when I became a twin flame, you had to travel to go to a coaching program. And they were like $6,000, $7,000 to attend a coaching session or a coaching program on twin flames. And I'm like, you're really? Yeah, I just want answers. I don't really want to be coached through it. I think I can get myself through it if I can understand it. But there was just no getting your head around it. And I think the person that I learned the most from, and he is deceased now, but it was, I think it was Golden Ray Twin Flames. And I think his videos are still up. But he used to do probably the most informative twin flame discussions at that time. But a lot of it sometimes was, went into the oversoul and all of that. And at that point, I just couldn't even get my head around that. I was just struggling with dealing with the twin flame concept. And like, how the hell did I step into this? What happened to me? What happened to me? And the first question you ask yourself, am I crazy? The second question is, what happened to me? And then you feel like you've been victimized and sabotaged and blindsided by this whole thing that you never even knew existed. But it's amazing. Okay. I've been happily married to my soulmate for 23 years. Yeah, we share that. Yeah, trying to move on from a twin flame never happens. Now, I know there are a lot of tarot readers out there that are twin flames that have detached from their twin and moved on with their life. And I applaud that. Not all twin relationships are meant to be together in the 3D in this lifetime. And I know that I'm not meant to be. I do like the peace in the connection. And I've been seeing that in the readings. And it's not too long ago, I said, peace will be restored to this connection. So check out that reading. But it definitely has happened where there is just this loving peace now. It's like, what can I do to help you? In fact, that was a conversation we had today. I was like, what can I do to help you? How can I help? So I made a few phone calls and got him some support for an issue he was struggling with. And, it's almost like, wow, this is such a new dimension now. We've never been here before. And now it's just, we can have a conversation, and it's a caring conversation, but it's not intrusive. The boundaries are there, and it's beautiful. And now I'm like, okay, if we can just stay like this, it would be so nice. I don't want to go back to the triggering. But anyway. All right, guys, I'm going to have to close this out. But embrace it. And learn the lessons. Yeah, embrace it. I mean, it's transformative. Would I wish it on my worst enemy? No. Would I wish it on my best friend? Yes. I mean, it's that dichotomy. Twin flame experiences, I wouldn't want anybody to suffer like you suffer in a twin flame connection until you're not suffering anymore. And then it's beautiful. It's coming out on the other side. I'm a different person. I'm a better version of myself. And holy cow, transformed my life. Transformed my life in so many ways. I wouldn't even be able to describe them. So embracing the journey. You're right, Victoria. Embrace the journey, learn the lessons, but do the healing, do the inner work, and always know that you're becoming a better version of yourself when you do the work. Because when you get stuck on somebody telling you what to do and you are funneling your energy into waiting for somebody to tell you, how to win your twin back, and then you go from reader to reader to reader to reader to coach to coach to coach, waiting for the person to tell you the secret of how you're going to get your twin back. That's when they make money, and that's when they're exploiting you. Because they should never be telling you how to get your twin back. That's just my opinion. Okay. Yeah. All right, friends. I'm going to have to close this out. My Frenchies are probably wondering, did I go to bed without them? And I need to clean up here and then get ready for the big energies tomorrow. So go back and listen to the beginning of this so you know what to expect tomorrow. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for your likes, and thanks for your questions. I hope I have helped. And thanks for subscribing to this channel. We have a small community, but it's nice to be able to connect like this. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are the reason I'm here. And you guys are the reason that I have the opportunity to do this. And it just feels so good to have the exchange of energy, because that's what's motivating for me. So I wish you all health and happiness. Have a wonderful evening. And I so look forward to seeing you in the next live. I'll post it maybe a little more in advance. Sorry, it was the last minute, but I had to work around baby schedule. Okay. We appreciate you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Really, you don't know. You just don't know how much it means to me. Love you all.